So let's see what's coming up for you, Virgo, for July. Looks like we open with the Queen of Wands in reverse, followed by the Two of Wands in reverse, Five of Coins, and Ace of Wands. So lots of fire energy as we open the month for you. Eight of Wands in reverse. Gosh, more Wands energy. Five of Wands in reverse. Really like a lot of action that wants to go forward, but it's all in reverse. So it's kind of like it's in delay. But you do have this new beginning. So much fire energy. You may be dealing with a fire sign, Virgo, or there may be conflicts related to action that you're trying to get something off the ground, but it's just feeling stalled or delayed. So much fire here. Also, the Sun card, which is like the main principal star or luminary for fire. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of your 12 cards here. 2/3 of your cards are fire related, Virgo. So there's really a focus on action, but some of it being held back or delayed or stymied. There may be some challenges to your confidence this month, but it's all here. It's sort of like a fire brewing underneath the surface, but there's a layer of something over it that needs to be removed for it to fully come about. And what I mean by that is this is Queen of Wands. This could potentially be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius that you're dealing with who is being a little strong-headed, a little too, can come off as bossy or just trying to dominate situations. But it could just be a lack of confidence on your part. So it's showing up as the person who is confident, the person who has a sunny disposition, laughs at things, always comes back with a witty remark, knows how to get things done, knows how to put action into motion and get results. With this in reverse, this is who you are, Virgo, but there's some fear, doubt, or resistance that is preventing you from accessing that part of yourself. And this too is echoing that. This is Two of Wands in reverse, which is all about confidence, boldness, personal power, having a dream or a goal or a vision and knowing how to achieve it. So this is telling me that there's something that is blocking your mode of action. And I'm really seeing it as having to do with some sort of doubt of yourself or doubt, having some sort of lack of confidence, lack of belief in the fact that you can go after things and achieve them, have goals, receive help for them, make decisions, and send your ships out to go accomplish the things that you want to accomplish. What is the fear, doubt, or resistance, Virgo, to receiving those things, to taking that action, to being an initiator? Because once you get past a certain loss, I see you as having a new inspiration, new energy, new vitality. This is the new spring card, and I really see it as, a summer day here, which we are getting in July. And this is new vitality, new optimism, new energy. Aces are always new beginnings, so it could be a new project that you're wanting to embark upon. The image of Ace of Wands is similar to two things. It's like the person in the beginning of a parade, the baton twirler, who is initiating the action. They're the first person out. And it's also like the person in a race who holds the baton. They're the active element. So there's a new beginning of something here in July that you will have the energy for, but you have to get through whatever is blocking the fire energy. Again, it's removing any fear, doubt, or resistance to this fire that's brewing within you. You're ready to take action, but there's like a layer of earth over it, or there's a layer of something, again, fear, doubt, or resistance that needs to be removed for you to move forward on this. And I see that as relating to some sort of loss. There may have been a blow to your ego, or it could have been a financial loss. It could have been, a loss of a person, a grief. You can see this person is being comforted by someone else. Five of Coins usually speaks to some sort of loss, feeling left out in the cold, feeling like a blow that, his head has been wounded here. But once you process that and realize that there's always spiritual abundance available to you. This is really a card of focus. Do you focus on the material loss here in the physical world, or do you focus on the glowing warmth that is here in the spiritual world that is always available and full of riches to grant you? It's really a choice of focus. Focus on the loss or focus on all the abundance that's available to you and the comfort and the support. The universe has your back. And I think once you get through that, I think this is maybe residual from a prior month, then you get this new refreshed energy. You're ready for a new start. You're ready for a new beginning. And it can be what opens up things going quickly. This is 8 of Wands, things moving very rapidly, receiving new information, having things 80 to 90% lined up, things flowing very quickly. But with it in the reverse position, it's saying that there may be delays. You may not get the information that you're looking for. You may not get the answer. It's just things may take longer than you're expecting, even though you're ready for it. You've got, again, that fire is brewing, but there's something that is dampening it. 5 of Wands in reverse also says, there may be petty annoyances that are getting in the way, or competition, strife, other people competing for the same thing. So with that, it may be setting you in a place where you feel upside down, Virgo. This is your card. This is the Hermit card. And with Hermit in reverse, it's just saying you're not feeling like your normal self. Maybe in the middle of the month, lining up with this feeling of loss and you feeling upside down, it may just feel like, gosh, I just can't get this off the ground. I want to go forward. I have this confidence. I have this personal power and dream and vision, but and the energy and the enthusiasm to begin something new, but for whatever reason, it's just being blocked. It's just, there's a level of fear, doubt, resistance that's keeping it under the surface. And I get the sense that once you process through whatever loss this was or hardship, that you can correct your stance to being the person who knows the way, the person who holds the lamp up for everyone else to see, the person who knows the truth and seeks after it, and quite frankly becomes, victorious. This is a card of success, reputation, status, feeling like you are the victor here. So what is it, Virgo? What is holding you back from feeling successful, feeling like acting, feeling like taking this baton and running with it? All of these are very optimistic, inspirational, action-oriented, motivated, enthusiastic cards. But with all this fire in reverse, I just get the sense that you're needing to release some sort of old loss that's keeping you upside down. And then you go into this very inspired, successful, triumphant, great reputation, everyone is applauding you with this 6 of Wands success and victory card. So there's just a little bit of work to be done in terms of letting go of a loss in order to have all your energy, all your fire, passion, vitality, motivation, enthusiasm available to you. There's some level of fear, doubt, or resistance, loss, or grief that once you clear that away, you become you again and you become victorious, triumphant, the one who's celebrated. So interesting energies going on there, Virgo. This also may have to do with, this is happening right around that new moon in Cancer in your 11th house. So that, to me, with all this Pluto energy opposing it with the strife, there may be ego battles, but I see you coming out on top once you deal with correcting yourself and your own energy. And again, related to something that felt like either a financial loss or a physical loss, something that you had to let go of, and may have been left over from the month prior or the past. Then at the end of the month, we have Hangman in reverse. This can be caring a little too much about what other people think. Normally, Hangman doesn't really give 2 cents about what other people's perceptions are. He's kind of like a rebel. He does things his own way and is comfortable in his own skin. He gets comfortable in discomfort, and he stretches the boundaries of, his comfort zone. And he gets enlightenment through being there. When it's in reverse, it says, am I caring too much about what other people think? Am I trying to keep up with the Joneses or appear to be like everyone else instead of honoring my own authentic self, my own unique way of doing things? That's an opportunity here. And it could bring you great happiness if you can be true to yourself. This is the Sun, and it's one of the most positive cards in the whole deck. Even in the reverse, it's really positive. It's really sunny and talks about, even partnership, feeling joyful, feeling happiness, feeling like the sun is shining on you. But in reverse, it's, again, I'm reading it, you've got a lot of major arcana here in reverse. You've got the Hangman, the Sun, and Hermit. So it's like all these great elements are there. It's you. It is feeling comfortable in your own skin, honoring your own self, feeling joyful, happy, and radiant. But it's all at like 80%. It's sort of like the sun is shining, but there's a level of cloud layer that's preventing you from getting the full amount that is here available to you. So a question that I have for you, Virgo, is what is the block? What is the fear, doubt, or resistance that is preventing you from being your full self, from having that full level, the 100% of happiness, vitality, radiance, action, confidence, that's allowing you to be just you as you are, full of self-acceptance? Because there's so much here that's like raring to go. You're ready for this new beginning. You're ready for this new life, this new optimism, new joy, new passion. But I just get there's a sense of doubt. Maybe it's having to do with your own confidence. I'm not sure. But I see you coming out of it victorious anyway. There's just some work to be done. And it's in this arena of allowing yourself to be just who you are, and then the sun shines on you, Virgo. And around this full moon in Aquarius, again, that's happening in your 6th house. So there could be things that are related to your work or your health. Whenever I see Page of Cups, I always ask, can you remember what it felt like, what yes felt like? This is a card of feeling joyful, feeling happy, feeling turned on, feeling like passionate. It's a card of the heart, and we see this fish jumping. So is there an aspect of your work or your health that's keeping you from feeling like this young part of yourself, from being fully alive? This is often a card of infatuation or a card of sometimes puppy love. And it's coming in for you here at the end of the month. Here's actually 2 pages. There's a fire sign and there's potentially a water sign. So this could be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. And this could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. But with 2 pages, that's usually communication. And Page of Cups is communicating about love. And Page of Wands is communicating about, action, things that you want to accomplish, things that you want to do. Whenever I see this card, I always think of it as like, put me in the game, coach. I'm ready. I'm motivated. It's fire in all directions. So during this full moon, I'd like to invite you to try to remember what yes felt like. Try to remember what it felt like it could be a really good time for you, Virgo, to feel that young part of yourself with your heart before any heartbreak was done, when you just felt like, oh, this is what yes feels like. This is what I love. This is what makes me happy. This is what turns me on. This is what fills my heart. And see if you can allow this page to help you with taking action on it. Again, there may be fear, doubt, or resistance towards taking action. It's sort of like having a love for someone but not taking action on it, being afraid to take action on it. I'm going to invite you to do that, Virgo. There's good stuff here, especially at the end of the month. If you can remove any stresses that maybe work or your health have on you, so that you can really open up and be carefree You know, accept yourself just as you are, with any quirks or just any eccentricities, just as you are. He's comfortable in his own skin. The sun here, maybe a passionate new relationship, the sun shining on you, joy, vitality, you know, being connected with your heart. So that's what I'm going to invite you to focus on, especially at the end of the month. And here, during the opening part of the month, see if there's something that you can take action on by removing fears, doubts, or resistance to it. There's a lot of fire that's like brewing under the surface, Virgo. And if you can just release whatever loss that may have been, you can correct, you know, you can show up as your authentic self and with a lot of success, triumph, victory, the person who is celebrated here.